Before we get into the video, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. I mean, come on, what are you doing if you're not subbed to me by now? My content is fire, from stop motions, news videos, reviews, music occasionally. All my social media accounts are linked down below, and now, let's get straight to it. What's up, you guys? Back again with one of those uncut, unedited videos that I like to do every once in a while. I haven't done one in a couple of weeks. Nice little Sunday afternoon. We just got done working on this picture. I shot a little behind the scenes video of me talking for my toy photography episode, which will be dropping later on this month or early next month. But the topic of this video, as you can tell by the title, is it seems like I'm looking on marketplaces, eBay, Mercari, all that stuff, and people are selling new figures, opened, mind you, out of box for freaking, like, for example, the new G2 Grimlock. I'm seeing listings on him opened for $70 shipped. Like, what? I mean, yes, I know, he's in demand. He just came out. But then again, the figure's freaking opened. Like, back when I was younger, I used to always hear, you know, when you open a figure out of packaging, it loses however many percentage of its value. You know, we all of us used to hear that all the time. And now all of a sudden, it's like that sort of rule of thumb, I guess you could say, has just gone out the window. I don't know, man. Like, I mean, you could say it's justifiable because the figure just came out and there's a lot of demand for the G2 Grimlock repaint, which, I mean, I can't say no to that. That's true. But, I mean, you opened the figure, and it's not like it's a figure that came out 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years ago. You know, it just came out within the past, like, week or two. So, I don't know. I mean, I can understand if it was sealed, selling it for $70, $80. I mean, that's borderline scalper, but then again, you gotta think about, you know, the cost of driving down there to buy it, you know, shipping costs, box costs, wrapping, you know, bubble wrap and all that. Box and bubble wrap isn't cheap. Bubble wrap is like $15, $20 now, guys. Like, that's freaking insane. Or, I mean, you know, $10 if you're buying one of the smaller wrapped bubble wrap things. Like, even at Walmart or Dollar Tree, they're like $5, $10, well, not $5, $10, $15, $20 for some freaking, like, thin plastic with some air pumped up into it. Like, what? But, you know, I can understand $70, $80 shipped if it's, like, in box, sealed. But, like, I'm not even just talking about the G2 Grimlock. Like, you see people selling freaking Legacy Buzzsaw for trying to get, like, $25, $30 for that. Like, bro, it's going sealed. Like, sealed, the thing's going for, like, $10, $15. Like, why would you want basically retail or a few dollars above retail for a figure opened when it's not even going for retail sealed, you know? It's just stuff like that annoys me, and I see it all the time, and people are actually buying this stuff too. People are buying an opened G2 Grimlock where human beings have put their dirty hands on it, played around with it for however many minutes, hours, days, and wanting to sell it for $20, $25 more than what they paid for loose. And people are buying it because they're so hungry and thirsty for this new G2 Grimlock and whatever other example you want to throw out there. I keep saying you don't have to use G2 Grimlock as an example. You know, Cosmos last year was sort of in that same boat that G2 Grimlock's in, but, you know, it's been over a year, so you could kind of justify, you know, people selling a loose one for $35, $40 maybe, I guess, even though me and probably most people are going to tell you it's not worth it paying that much. But it's just crazy to me that people just throw these random prices out there. Like, they see, oh, G2 Grimlock is going for this much money online. I bet I could sell it for that much too. Like, man, I don't know. People just don't seem to know the value of certain things these days anymore, and it's just getting worse and worse, and people don't even know what they're buying either. Like, there's so many people online buying this stuff, whether it's on eBay, Mercari, Etsy, whatever example you want to throw out there, and they're just buying whatever just to buy it. And it's just insane to me. Like, I just don't get it. But hey, people are gonna do what they're gonna do with their own money. It's back in the day, you would be called a scalper for that stuff, and now people defend it. And if you call somebody out for it, you get shamed for it in the comments section and all this stuff. I see that happen all the time on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. People be doing some crazy stuff with these prices. Tarn, I want to talk about Tarn for a second. Like, this figure came out in Wave 1, right? Usually Wave 1 is the most accessible wave for a Transformers line in that current year, you know? It's been that way since the beginning, basically, since 1984. It's weird that he's still sort of hard to find. Well, not sort of. He is hard to find, and people are still charging $60, $70 for him sealed, and people are buying it too at that. I don't know. The market is just so weird. I'm just rambling in this video. I mean, there's a basic topic for it, but the market is just so strange. And I think Leo Convoy is a better figure. I'm not saying I want Leo Convoy to be worth as much as Tarn is worth, but I don't know. Like, I think Leo Convoy is more well built. He's more heftier in hand. He doesn't have a bunch of clear plastic in his midsection and all that crap. I don't know if you guys know, but I think Leo Convoy is probably one of the best figures of the year that's come out for Transformers Generations. He's really well made. I think he is really underrated. But yeah, just going back to people selling, like, what was another example? Like, Legacy Hotshot and Scrap Hook and Needle Nose. I remember people trying to get, I don't know, it's not as bad as seeing people listing G2 Grimlock loose for $70, but I see people listing new figures that they just got for retail, $25, $30 for a deluxe, opened, they've played with it for a few days or what have you, however much time they've messed around with it, and they're asking retail for it. I mean, you could justify that, people trying to make their money back. I understand that. You could just return it. I mean, I don't know. Most people that are thinking and are in their right mind aren't going to spend retail for a figure that's already been opened and played with by another human being. You would usually just go for one that's actually sealed to get, you know, the best out of your money. It's just crazy. But hey, people are gonna do what they're gonna do with their money, and I can't judge or say what people should do. I could just hop on here and give you guys advice. Hey, when you're scrolling through online looking for some new figures, do not pay. I wouldn't even say pay retail for a loose figure. That's not terrible, but it's kind of bullcrap too. But definitely loose for a new figure. Do not pay $15, $20, $25 above retail for a loose new figure. If it's like 10, 15, 30 years old, go ahead, you know, because the value for that's gone up. There's less of them out there. Years have gone on, yada, yada, yada. Y'all know the drill. But, yeah, just don't overspend for new figures loose. Do not pay the scalper prices. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about in this video. Just me ranting on a Sunday afternoon, basically. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye!